Good morning. Thanks for joining us. How are we doing? Are we getting into the groove of the new year so far?
Okay, I'm into the groove. I'm a little waterlogged, but into the groove.
Are you? Why are you waterlogged?
Because there was like umpteenth amounts of rain yesterday.
See, I didn't notice. So you're in Toronto.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that much rain yesterday, Brian.
I didn't either. No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Just
Me neither.
a lot of drizzle, maybe some light showers, but that was about it.
Yeah.
And actually,
Obviously, you didn't go for a walk with the kids then.
Oh no, I did.
I didn't do that.
I did.
Did they complain the whole way, Emily?
No, Hunter even got into the spirit and rode his bike.
Oh, man, got the bike out in January.
He got the bike
How
out.
nice is that? Yeah.
Right? The dog was a mess when we got back. This time of year with the animals, though, it's not
course.
good.
Walked in the door and did the old shake.
Of course, and
Yeah.
then straight to the bath and the whole rigmarole.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh, I just got there, you said straight to your bed. You did the roll around. That's how you dry off.
no.
That's the way to do it. Just roll on the covers for a while. That's how to do it.
Awesome.
Yeah, officially we got about 5 millimeters.
Oh, is
in
that it?
Hamilton.
Oh,
That was
okay.
all we got here. Yeah, but of course that's going to change today. We could get a lot more. So it ain't over till it's over, and it ain't over yet, as they say.
We're all sitting up straight. It's time for chit chat.
Look alive,
10 seconds.
everybody. Look alive. All
There we
right. Good morning, Emily.
Hi, guys.
Okay, what are we chatting about?
Hi. Well, unfortunately, all good things must come to an end. Canadian Ray Lalonde's 13-game winning streak on Jeopardy has ended.
Correct? With
I
I
don't
like
think
the respect too that the winner showed him.
same.
Yeah, I like that.
But I just-
He was playing it cool. He's like, I don't know.
yeah.
I do. What? Is there more Canadians on Jeopardy?
now than there used to be.
Well, because you can now be on Jeopardy. There was a rule before that you had to be a U.S. citizen.
Oh, it was.
Can you be on Wheel of Fortune? I'd love to go on Wheel of Fortune.
Big money.
Yeah?
Big money. It's like
you
the
be
wheel
good
of the
at
couch.
I think I would be good at Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you good at Jeopardy? I know you don't watch it as much
I don't
anymore.
watch it as more. I like to think I'm okay.
You
Yeah.
were you were pretty good.
horrible.
Yes, all right.
It makes me feel like, oh, I need to go back to school or something.
It's the school of Jeopardy. That's how you learn things.
Right.
I
yeah.
suppose. But they study. They read books that,
They
they're going-
read, just books. Yes, they do read books, Emily.
Oh,
It's like her.
there's
She reads
certain-
books too.
No, there's certain study guides that you can get before appearing on Jeopardy.
Oh,
They're not just
okay.
reading random books
Oh.
because you don't know what
Oh,
the...
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you don't know what the categories are going to be, and you still don't know when you get there, obviously.
Right.
But I think they give you a little bit of guidance.
Has there ever been a repeat question on Jeopardy? Like in the history
I don't know.
of Jeopardy? Like how many questions have they asked in the history of Jeopardy? There has to be like
There's
they
an
must-
infinity
Google
amount
that?
of questions.
What is
though.
Google?
what is Google? Right? There has to be a repeat question on there at some point.
Okay, well, let's move on to the stars of the 1968 film Romeo and Juliet. They are actually suing Paramount Pictures for more than $500 million over a nude scene shot when they were teens. Where are their parents at the time of the filming? Underage. They're not even 18 years old. They're not adults.
They would have to be on.
They're
I think
15.
parents have to be
They
on.
have to be on
They
set.
have to be on set for something like that. But sometimes with
But
stage,
back then, did they have to be?
I don't know. I think they would have to be on set now.
Yes,
sometimes with
absolutely.
stage parents, you just want to do things to.
I know we said that before about something else, but I just can't imagine
Yeah,
at 15 and 16 years old. And as you saw in some of the scenes of that movie, I mean, there was a lot of kissing, there was a lot of love, there was a lot of affection. To be that age and have to put yourself through that, I mean, they had to have seek counseling after that for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, that's our chit chat for this hour. We'll have another one next hour. Over to Brian, get us to work and school. Oh, not school yet. No, not school yet. Oh, we know that.
That's next week.
Yeah.
But most people are getting back at it after the holiday, of course, on Monday.
How's the hair, Tim?
I'm worried about that rogue curl because it's so big it could hit me in
I'm
the
trying to
eye.
get down. Haley was just in here. A wonderful makeup artist was just in here. She's like, I got to get this curl that's going rogue. And that's the only thing. I like having my curly hair. But sometimes when you're on the shot and you're reading the news and all people can see is this like rogue curl going out like this. And then you got a booger in your nose that Emily's going to tell you about.
Well,
the old bat, the old bat in the cave. Thank
It
you.
was bad. Well, I didn't want you to
You
go
can
on
tell
air.
Emily that you're a mom of boys. Right, get that booger out of your nose.
I was like, hey, Tim, look at me. You got a booger hanging out.
Yeah. You want to clean that up?
So
What's worse, not telling somebody they have a booger in their
For
nose
sure.
and embarrassing them by letting them go out into the world, or just embarrassing them with you and being like, you got something.
You
Well,
got- you
Emily,
got a
that was
booger.
my plan, to let him just go.
I've been sitting beside her for an hour. She said nothing.
That's the way to do
brilliant.
it. That's the way to do it. Oh, and by the way, for the past hour,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, they're all thinking, they all saw it in the control room. They said nothing either. Oh, goodness. Everybody saw it at home. Oh, goodness.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you, Emily. Goodness, you're the only one that cares for me here, I guess.
See, I thought it would be impolite.
He was just hanging out saying,
Yeah, it was a good one too. Like it wasn't like a little speck. It was a good one.
oh, some of the conversations we get
Oh,
into.
yeah.
It's always interesting, isn't it? It really is.
Is it Friday yet?
oh, goodness. Wednesday, January the 4th. Oh, Brian, help us out here.
Okay, I
Bail
will.
us
No
out, would
problems. I'm there for you, Tim. I'll rescue you. I'll get it to a full shot of me, and you can do whatever you need to clean up. No.
We are at Hamilton Craft Studios today, and if you're an artist or like me, an artist wannabe, this is such an amazing spot. Dana is joining us, giving us a tour of this amazing facility. All I want to do is get my hands dirty in here.
Easy. No problem.
Okay, let's get started on that. What are the different areas? Because there's different bays, there's different sections. I'm just wanting to get into all of them.
Yeah, so upstairs we have textiles, we have pattern drafting, we have a whole sewing bay full of industrial machines. We have a laser cutter bay.
Okay.
So we're just getting that sort of set up and started, but we will have lots of laser cutter classes happening in the spring.
Okay.
And then we have screen printing, block printing, all the printing and painting and messy work in the wet studio. We have a full ceramic studio over here, so we've got your wheel bay, hand building, spots for our emerging artists who are all, busy working on their projects.
You've got full-time artists in here, and they also do art classes.
They do. They teach. So we have classes in everything.
Okay.
So up here especially, we have ceramics, garment sewing, upholstery, miniatures. We're starting
Cute.
that. Yeah, I got into miniature houses, and now I'm teaching how to make miniature houses.
That's
It's a lot of fun. And with that, because we have this whole studio space, we can make miniature pottery for our miniature house.
Oh my goodness.
Eventually we'll have mold making and so many more. It's endless.
This is an artist's dream to be in here.
It's the kind of place where you get to do almost anything.
And I feel like a lot of this stuff is almost like a lost art. A lot of people aren't practicing textile sewing anymore. Growing up, you don't take those classes in school anymore.
Yeah.
home ec doesn't really
It
exist.
doesn't exist. No, I didn't
So,
have it.
no.
And about 5 years ago, I made it a point to start sewing my own clothes.
That's amazing.
And I now have 2 garments maybe in my closet that I haven't made myself.
That's incredible.
It's been a journey, but I'm there now. And now I'm not afraid. I can sew anything. I made a baseball glove for somebody.
Really?
Yeah, I can do it all
Okay.
now.
Well, I'm not going to get that crafty here, but I am going to get my hands dirty on the wheel. We're going to do some pottery. All of that coming up. Don't go anywhere. It's going to be messy. It is going to be fun on Morning Live.
In a few minutes for you. Right now, time for this hour's Chit Chat.
Yes,
Okay, thanks very much.
Okay, this is a good update.
Well, officials say that actor Jeremy Renner was assisting a stranded motorist when he was injured over the weekend in a snowplow accident in the mountains on the edge of Reno.
We heard that he was alone, and it's like, how did that
Yeah.
happen?
In the mountains in
and
Reno.
You think that it's a little. When I heard like it was a little bobcat, right? But it was a big machine.
Yeah, it's a big
I
snowplow.
wonder which one, because those are 2 different ones that we showed
No,
there.
we
They
showed
were,
a few
like,
different
one
ones.
was like
Yeah.
a big older one.
Well, they're the
Yeah.
same. They're the same company, like the
Right.
same type of snowplow.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they're big and like getting,
massive.
like getting, I don't know, run
I
over
don't know
by
if I
that
could
is not-
ever. I mean, you asked earlier if he had a license.
Do you
for
have
one
to
of
have a
those.
special
Do you
license to
have
drive one of those?
I would assume that there's like a Class D for driving trucks or Class G or whatever it is. Like you probably
This would be a
would.
Class P plow.
Plow.
Yeah,
Or
you
do you
plow
move?
license.
Do you move to the mountains of Reno to not have a license because you can do whatever you want up there?
Well, apparently he's quite gracious with it. I mean, he plows out his neighbors all the time and plows the roads and everything. You get quite a bit of snow
That's cool.
up there. So, I mean, yeah. Anyways, it's good to hear that he's doing better. Elvis fans will be able to watch the movie for free in Memphis, and Lisa Marie Presley will attend her father's birthday celebration. I'm a huge Elvis fan.
Oh yeah, for
Like,
sure.
huge.
I wonder what Lisa Marie thinks of the movie.
I hope she likes it because the actor, Elton, did a phenomenal job.
Austin Butler. He was fantastic.
Yeah.
in it. Have you seen it yet?
I haven't seen it yet. No.
Yeah. Yeah, I did like it. It's totally. I didn't like Baz Luhrmann, who did it,
Yep.
is a very Baz Luhrmann movie.
Okay.
So
I
like,
loved his movies.
Okay, so then you'll probably like it
Okay.
because
You haven't seen it.
No, she
haven't
hasn't
seen
seen
it.
Like it's
I
very,
don't know what I was paying attention
it's
to.
very, it's out there. There's a lot of movement and a lot of things going on. It's just not about the story. It's
Okay.
about like the
Yeah.
way he shoots it and
Yeah,
like.
there's a lot of, it's a lot
I
about
know
the
some people
cinematography.
don't like it for that reason.
Well, they said, I don't really like the way it was shot. And you
Yeah.
thought, well, how can you not like the way it was shot? But
Yeah.
I guess to each their own. It's a subjective opinion. But yeah, so Lisa Marie's going to be there. Maybe she'll give her opinion.
Coming up after 8 o'clock, we'll show you some ideas on how to rejuvenate your kitchen because we could always use a little adjustment there for a new year.
Yeah, especially when we've got our beautiful new
Oh,
kitchen.
right.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
have tips on how to keep your parties fresh and exciting for guests after they've gone through all that holiday fatigue.
Okay. Any family member birthday that you're forgetting
No,
about today?
no.
Okay, good.
Shout out to my mom who did know that I almost forgot her birthday on Monday.
That was Monday.
Yeah.
Right, okay. If you're celebrating your birthday, you share with a very funny man from Kids in the Hall, Dave Foley. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Wheel throwing is where it's at Hamilton Craft Studios. Dana and I, she's going to kind of take me through the steps of how to make my own pottery. Now, Dana, I know you said that you were not a pottery ceramics teacher. By all means, am I doing it right?
No.
She said straight off the bat. No.
No. So you want to get your elbow in your leg.
Okay.
So that you see how nice and strong that is?
Yep.
Okay, so now that'll help you center. There you go.
Wait, I have to use my muscles?
You got to use all your muscles.
Oh my gosh.
This takes some more.
Wow, this
Yeah.
takes a lot of skill. Ghost made it look so easy.
Yeah, well, she was
Demi
a professional
Moore.
artist.
She did it.
Okay, here, switch.
Okay.
Take mine.
Okay.
I'll take yours.
Why is it still going?
Press down.
Oh,
It's like
there
a
we go.
car.
Okay, we are switching seats here. Tell me about some of the classes that you guys offer here.
We have a bunch of introductory ceramics classes, so if you haven't done it ever before, that's where to start. We have hand building classes, so there's some pieces over there by one of our instructors, Zoe Cannell, who does incredible hand building work.
Okay.
She makes functional pottery by hand building as well, and her classes are just fantastic.
And are these for all ages, these classes?
No, so we do mostly 18 plus.
Okay.
But we do have March break camp, summer camp, PA days. We have a lot of kids after school programs.
Okay.
And we're adding more and more. But the main focus here is really the membership. It's making sure.
Mine didn't look appropriate.
That's how it goes. All right, so here, stick your hand like this and press down a little bit to flatten it.
Okay.
Okay, press, 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 and you're gonna cup your right hand. Are you left-handed?
No, I'm right-handed.
Okay, so right hand like this.
Okay. Mine
you
doesn't
go.
look appropriate again.
That's okay. And then press, and then that little center bit,
Yep.
stick your thumb in it, find the middle, press down.
Okay. Oh, it's
There you
working.
go. Yeah.
I'm doing it. Yay. I'm making pottery. Look at me go. And the membership. Okay, tell me like
Right.
2 seconds of, we've got about 20 seconds.
Okay, so the membership is a 6-month commitment to the studio. It's $550. You have access Monday to Friday up here from 9 till 9, and weekends 9 to 5. So you can come in, work on clay,
Yeah.
move over to the sewing bay, sew something for yourself. You have access to all of the machinery and tools and everything that we have for everyone.
Well, I have to say, this has been so much fun. I really almost feel like I need to get into this as a hobby. Lots of things you can do. We're going to check out the second floor, and we're going to check out my masterpiece when I'm finished, so don't want to miss that.
Hey, we're waiting. Hi, good morning. Good morning. Okay, Emily, you in place?
Woo!
All right.
Boy, that was like coming into home plate with a slide.
It's still like a cloud of dust.
Oh, well done, because we were like 10 seconds away. I'm like, well, Emily's not coming for this one. But then hear the clip clopping, and she made it.
I made it.
Yeah.
So she ran in from the newsroom, so make her talk a lot.
I was going to say, so
Yes.
what do you got going on
Yes.
today, Emily? What
In
else is
heels,
happening?
we should mention.
Well, I'd like to let you know that Katie turned around and said, Emily, 2, 1. And that's when I started to go. And I'm not out of breath. Thank you very
That
much.
is,
for
that
you.
is,
Wow.
Because I
guys,
do
that
this
is
every
guys.
day.
Do you remember that episode in The Office where they did the Office Olympics? I
Oh,
think we need to
yes.
do that.
Oh, that's
would
so
win.
much fun.
I would
That's so
do
much
it.
fun.
I would
right?
win.
Because you're doing it in high heels, which
Yes.
is very impressive.
And I'm doing it every day. So
Yes.
that's why I'm not out of breath. My
Good for
body's
you.
enough
Conditioned.
conditioned.
Wow.
Yes.
Your
Yeah.
endurance is up there too.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
a
talking
machine.
about The View, by the way, to answer your question. Yeah, The View did a really nice tribute to Barbara Walters, so we're going to
Yeah.
talk about with that.
And one of our videographers, Sean Cowan, was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got his pictures.
Oh, in the audience?
Yeah, he was in the audience
fun.
yesterday.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, so high heels maybe not in order today, Brian?
No, I might suggest the yellow wellies.
The wellies?
Okay.
Idea, yeah.
What about the ones I got from the co-op back in '94 that are still in the mix?
Sure,
Yeah.
if they still function.
Those are trendy. They're
Yeah.
cool.
Got them for $14.99. They're still
Yeah,
working
I know
for me.
when like those big expensive the
Hunters?
yeah, when they
Hunters,
came
yeah.
out, I'm like, who would spend $100 on rubber boots? Like I've got mine still.
Got mine in the Mount Forest co-op in '94.
Okay.
I did. I
And look how
did.
they've lasted so nicely. Huh? Okay. Yeah, you might need them today.
Rug tufting. Dana has graciously let me try it. It is just one of the bays they have here at Hamilton Art Studio, Craft Studios. And I'm really trying to get the hang of this, Dana. It's so much fun.
It is.
I'm not very good at it.
Oh, you're doing really well.
But
It's one of those kind of intuitive practices where you just, once you get shown how, you can go to town.
And there's somebody here that teaches the classes, correct?
There is. We have Juliana teaching the classes. This is her medium. This is what she does, and she teaches an excellent class. We have these classes running almost every month right now.
Okay.
Because they're just so popular.
See, it looks much better on the side that Luke is
looks
showing
great.
right now. Because back here it looks kind of boring. Now, if I wanted to stop, I just let go.
You just stop. Yep.
just
Let go
stop.
of the trigger.
Oh.
Pull it out. There you go.
Okay,
and you can
fun.
come and have a look at what you did.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know how to make
It's
a
great.
rug.
You do.
That is super cool. Now,
Yeah.
this is
This
somebody's
is,
work of art.
Yeah, this is somebody's work. This was her first class, and this is what she made.
Okay, wait, her first
This
class?
is her first class.
She made that?
She did.
Okay, she obviously has a lot more artistic ability than I do. Hence
this
my blurred lines.
Well, she came with a plan. She came with a plan, and she knew what she wanted to make, and that's what she did, and it's
gorgeous.
beautiful. And then we had this set up at Supercrawl this past year,
Mm-hmm.
so people would come by the booth, the tent on James Street,
Yeah.
and put a couple lines into the canvas, and this is what it made eventually.
That's
So this is a
amazing.
collaboration with all of Hamilton.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool. Well, this is certainly something I've never thought of doing myself, but now that I know and I can do it, I'm certainly going to recommend it to people. And they say, oh, I really love art, but there's not a lot of places to go.
This is so fun, and it's so accessible. Anybody can do really well at this.
This
It's
is
great.
amazing. Okay, we're going to head downstairs to the woodworking facilities in just a few moments. But thanks, Dana. This has been a ton of fun this
My
morning.
pleasure.
Cast. Time for this hour's chit chat.
Thank you, Brian.
Finally, I missed the sun.
Bring it on.
Bring it on.
What do you got?
Oh, am I going to start talking now?
Yeah.
Oh, normally you say, hey, Emily, what do you got for us? But no,
Hey, Emily, what do you got for us?
Thanks, Annette. I appreciate that. You did it on purpose, didn't you? Such a special tribute to such a beloved woman. The View gathered current and former hosts to honor Barbara Walters, the show's creator, who died last week at 93 years old. They tweeted some of her best moments on the show. As a woman in journalism and as a woman with a career, nothing to compare to Barbara Walters. But you hear some of the sentiments of the people that are remembering her and how much she helped them in their career, just to give them the courage as a female presenter, as a female host, to try and be brave and get out there and do the career that you love, regardless if you're a man or a woman. She was great in that respect.
I remember her from 2020. This is 2020.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
She was,
Yeah.
she was, and like all the, you knew if there was an interview that everybody wanted, you knew Barbara Walters was going to do it.
Yes.
She was the one
Yes.
that got
Yeah.
the interview of
Yeah.
any. A big movie star,
100%.
like always. Like she had like the top 10
She had
most
everybody.
fascinating people of the year
Yeah,
at the end of the year. She always
yeah.
did that, and then
She
like
got the best
controversy.
interviews, but she was also known in some circles as very controversial because her interviews were so demanding and forceful. She was known to really drag information out of people that they didn't want out. So she ended up outing a lot of people, which they didn't love. So there is a little bit of controversy of how aggressive she was in the way that she would interview her subjects.
It's an art.
Yeah, it
interviewing,
is.
right?
Part of it is listening. right?
Because
Big
most
part.
people don't,
Yeah.
because you have like, I don't know, I find this sometimes
You're always,
too.
okay,
You have
what's my next question
what's
gonna
what's
be?
your next question? And sometimes it's just like you get your next question from listening to that person, and I think that's the key.
Yeah. So special edition of The View yesterday, and one of our own was there. Sean Cowan just happened to get tickets to The View, and
Really?
yeah.
That's
Pretty cool. So he was in the audience.
And it was so Sean's been in New York City, and because he sent us out the other morning, I don't think we have a picture of it, of him out front of the Today Show.
Yes,
because you could see the Today Show on the other side of the window. So he
it's
was
kinda
out there.
cool.
So he's doing the Big Apple tour, going all the
I love
spots.
Joy right in the middle.
Yeah.
She's so funny. She brought so much to that show.
Is she one of the original? Like
She's
been
the only one that's
she's
still
the only
on the
one,
panel.
and it's been around for
Years, decades.
I don't know how.
like 20 years. Easily, right? Because there's been a lot of different hosts.
Well,
but
yeah,
she's
just
been the one.
by seeing their sets, you can tell how long it's been on
Yeah,
for.
okay.
Well, Donald Trump, he might make a return to Facebook. Facebook's parent company Meta says it's considering a owner. You want him back on the platform?
Who cares? We've run out of time.
Oh, gee, we have run out of time. Try it yourself.
Glad I brought that story into view. The View. Okay, I went to Hamilton Craft Studios yesterday, and I had lots of fun getting my hands dirty, but I also learned a lot about woodwork.
It's cool.
Well, we've made our way downstairs, and we are in the woodworking area of Hamilton Craft Studios. Joe has been telling me about all the classes that are offered down here, and now people shouldn't be intimidated coming into this space, because I think I would be walking in here.
I believe it. It's a big space. There's lots of machines. You know, it wasn't so long ago that I was intimidated by spaces like this. And I remember it very well. And
Yeah.
so all of the instructional staff and myself here are dedicated to making sure that people feel comfortable, safe, and are able to express themselves creatively. It's a supportive environment.
Yeah, that's
exactly
awesome.
what I wish I would have had at the outset of my career in craft and design.
Well, right, because it's not just for adults. You've got lots of kids programming as well, and they can make the cutest little things, and it's all about that creative expression that you say yes to, which is so cool.
Of course, it's lovely to say yes. The creative impulse that a kid has is inspiring, and it's nice to be in a position where you can just say, go for it.
I think this is something this is my speed right here. This
Me-
tiny little,
me too.
this tiny little bumblebee made out of wood and pipe cleaners. That's what I would make. So classes for adults, classes for kids, and if you have your own woodworking projects, you can bring them here.
Absolutely, we'd love to have you.
So do you rent the space out, or is it kind of, you know, if I've got a table that I'm working on, but I just don't have the room in my garage anymore, what do I do?
Right. It's membership based.
Okay.
So you pay a flat fee
Okay.
for 6 months worth of access. You get a little storage space. You get access to the wood studio, the space upstairs as well.
What about the classes? Is that included in the membership, or are those separate?
The classes are separate.
Okay.
But members get a discount on any classes that they'd like to take.
Okay.
So we get a lot of crossover. I'm taking the ceramics classes this
Are you
this
really?
winter.
And you
am,
just saw
yeah.
me upstairs try my luck at ceramic, and you can do stained glass.
Absolutely.
My mom used to love doing stained glass. She had the whole machine and everything set up in our kitchen. I never tried it, but now I'm kind of regretting it.
Oh, well, you can always come here and give it a shot.
That's exactly what I should do. So we can build all this stuff. We can build cutting boards, again, probably my speed, but rolling pins.
Yeah, our shaker step stool is one of the handiest objects you'd have in your home.
It's amazing.
One of my favorite objects to build. It's a lovely object.
I would probably build one and my legs would be crooked or something.
Absolutely not.
Okay, not if I came here. But if you want to work on any kind of woodworking project, if you have your own at home, if you want to get your kids involved, if you don't have a creative outlet like myself, but your kids do, this is certainly a place to check out. Hamilton Craft Studios. Thanks so much for having us, Joe.
You are most welcome.
Great time here.